All right, y'all. So we are going to make some pixel art in Photoshop, and we're going to resize that pixel art. So you're probably seeing this because you are one of my students, and this is just like a how-to video for this project. But if you're here just because you're seeing this online, then welcome. The first thing we want to do is open up Photoshop. I already have Photoshop open, and I want to go to New File. And for pixel art, it's in the name. We got to use pixels. So we have to make sure that this is set on pixels and not inches. And we want the resolution 72. And usually I go 32 by 32 just because that's like a size I like. Um, you can make it a little bit bigger or smaller, but usually around here is pretty good. And then I want to create. For my workflow, I like to take things out. So I click so I can move this around. There's a reason why I do that. Um, Lets me open up files. I don't have to click each one. Um, but I have this open right now. And let's make this a little bit bigger. So we have our canvas size. And we want like a rough outline. And if you have your brush tool, let's put it down to 1 pixel since we're working with pixels. If we're using our, there we go. With the brush tool, you'll get like some sort of result like this, which might be fine. Um, but that's not necessarily what we're going for. So let's change this to the pencil tool. We have some very clean pixels at this point. And I'm going to draw for a little bit and just go through the process. Kind of if I run into something, I'll explain it. Um, so let's go do that. Let me open up Windows and have my history open. Let's do that again. Here is my history. So I want to go back and let's get to this. I want to make something really simple, something really crude, um, which is fine for my work. But I expect all of y'all to kind of spend some time with this. So let's see. And say if, like right now, I want some more space. I'm just going to crop it a little bit just to add some space as I go. That's something that you might run into. All right, let's put some horns on this for right now. I don't like that. Add a little bit more at the bottom. R really is just like some sort of head for right now. And after when you get like a basic sketch, there's like so many different ways we can approach this. We can, first thing we can do is just Let's change your color, like down here. First thing we could do is fill it in manually with our for a pencil tool, but let's fill some things in crudely with the paint bucket tool. And if you notice, there is, when you're using the paint bucket tool, some of the pixels will change. Um, I'm fine with that for the most part. If usually when I'm done something, I'll just go back on top of it, either with paint bucket tool again, which will do it again, but it might give some shading, or I'll just go back. There's probably like a bunch of different ways to do this, but that's how I do it. Like a darker blue, maybe too dark. Let's go for a lighter for right now. That is fine. Maybe some orange, some of those eyes. Let's get some a light gray. Again, there's probably an easier way to do this. It's probably some sort of setting, um, so the paint bucket tool doesn't bleed into the other areas. For right now, I just want to get a quick sketch, and if it really bothered me, I would find a solution. But for all of y'all that are watching this for the assignment, just do it this way for now. I want to add some highlights to some areas, some more variety. The one thing I do want to get rid of is some of these outside pixels from the paint bucket tool. That kind of bothers me for some reason. But with all this work, I'm going to manipulate these anyway. So pixel art is not my end result. I'm just using it for a look. You know what? We are just going to add a few pixels there. That is fine for me. I'm going to save this as is. Usually I like to take out the background and save it as a PNG. But we're not going to do that right now because I deleted some of the outline. We can do that later when we resize it up. Um, so right now, I have like my character and I want to save this. I want to go to File, Save As, uh, find somewhere on your USB drive where you want to save it. Let's name this mask and then the date 10, 16, 20, 24. All right, now the file is saved. It's saved small. Maybe I should have put small at the end. Let's do that. Let's put small. There we go. So we know it's a small file, but we want to make this bigger. That's part of the assignment. How to make your pixel art small because we're working pixels, and then make them bigger. Um, so for printing purposes, just for the sake of like small to big, and then possibly back to small again. So I'm going to save as, oops, I'm going to go to image, image size, and we can see right now that for some reason, even though I put pixels, it's back to inches. That is fine. Resolution, let's make it 300. Inches, let's make it 12. We can see in the preview what it's going to look like. If it's all blown up, that means you did something wrong. So the resample is really crucial at this point. See how I have nearest neighbor hard edges? That's great. That's how we want to do it. It looks fine right now. If you put it to automatic, not good. It's going to look like shit. So you just need to go to that drop down menu and nearest neighbor hard edges to make it look crisp. Make sure it's on inches, 300 resolution. You can print this out 12 by 12. It's at the size that you have the right resolution. After that, we're going to press OK. Now, when we minimize this, I might want to tweak this a little bit more, but we're right there. This is what we want. This is the outcome we want. We want to make a pixel art character small and then blow it up big. So let's save that. We go to File, Save As. I already have it as small. Let's put big. There we go. That's all that I'm looking for this assignment. Um, the next step, if you are in a different class, is to animate these characters, which is going to be a different video. Um, Please reach out if you have any questions at all, and I'll see you in the next video.